A pack of trolls seem to be obsessed with me. Despite challenging them not to mention me, they simply cannot help themselves. They are desperate for my attention. Of course, most would ignore them, but I find destroying their moronic arguments extremely enjoyable. You see, whilst I use academic articles, primary sources, and other such materials, they just talk trash and scream abuse. Just look at their response to Finnish Bolshevik.
The dumb, my pronouns. Oh, shut up, Finnish Bolshevik, you're a faggot.
Go back to Tumblr.
I mean,
Yeah, why don't you and Raven go back to your fucking safe spaces?
Yeah, go back to your safe space. I know he's gonna come on Friday Night Shitpost.
oh,
Transphobia!
Clearly a pack of idiots who are far too immature for adult debate. Now once a month these morons all come together on Vladivostok's channel to display their ignorance and stupidity. Being the obsessive nutters that they are, they seem to always mention me. Participants of this hangout have also created Facebook accounts and 2 YouTube channels impersonating me. Is this the conduct of people with healthy minds? No, it is the conduct of stalkers and psychopaths. Notice how this impersonation channel likes videos that I would never like and subscribes to one of the people who Vladivostok has in his ridiculous hangout. It is a joke and shows how desperate they are for subs. Now to the host, Vladivostok3701. Those who visit my channel would have seen his comments on several of my videos. He constantly trolled the comment sections. See videos on anarcho-capitalism, corporatism, his troll friends, and Sargon of Akkad. He loved trolling the comment section. When I made my Pinochet video, he left a nasty remark about Pinochet's victims. He had been an odious bore for months and was now just an annoying troll. So I blocked him. I didn't want any of my Chilean subscribers to have to deal with that moron when they watched my videos. Naturally, he was not too happy about this and expressed that unhappiness on his podcast.
Is it true that Social-Democrat01 was like stalking you, and when you thumbed up a video,
Oh my god, not this.
you went into...
That guy's been stalking me since I started on YouTube, man. I think that guy has some sort of weird obsession with me.
He has a weird obsession with
You're telling
me.
me.
Too.
He goes to all my favorited videos and just like he's basically like thought police. He just goes to my favorite videos and is like, I don't approve of this. This is...
That is a lie. I saw you on one video about the Spanish Blue Division, a subject that I am interested in myself, and left a comment criticizing you for your praise for that battalion. Now, you said I go to all your favorite videos to pester you. Can you name another video that I supposedly followed you to? You showed far more interest in me than I did of you. For example, when did I last comment on one of your videos? Months ago. You used to comment on most of my videos very quickly after they were uploaded. I am sure you would have been there with bows on when I uploaded my video on multiculturalism. It's like you had my YouTube channel as your homepage. But now you are blocked, so you should find someone else to follow around. Before I get off this subject, what you should know about these pack of morons is that they are big on projection. Just look at this post on the Facebook page they set up to impersonate me. Here the lunatic is claiming that I am obsessive as he impersonates me on the internet. This idiotic comment just shows that I was right. You people are obsessed lunatics.
Yeah.
oh,
all these people like Finnish Bolshevik and Social Democrat and the Free Flow, they just need to be taken up in a helicopter, taken over like the Marianas Trench, put lead weights in their feet, and just drop them over the edge. Like
Troll them in any way possible, but just don't create fake accounts.
You know we're still live, right? So they're probably going to be hearing this.
It was the movie.
What are they gonna do? Call the SPLC? Call the ADL? I'm so
I know, but they're
scared.
probably going to prepare themselves for it, though.
Whatever.
No, here's what they're gonna do.
Hey, Tom.
They're gonna repost the stream on Tumblr. The Tumblr facts can attack this stream.
First of all, I am not on Tumblr, and secondly, you were by far the most sensitive person in our group. You constantly talked about flagging people, especially Delta, who you hated.
Yeah. I already flagged his videos for hate speech, so...
That was basically your catchphrase. Everything was hate speech. The same moron also claims that I was complaining about pedophile phobia. That is a blatant lie. He is a born idiot who does not only slander people, but also does not understand basic concepts. But we will get to that later.
Right-wingers. You right-wingers.
I couldn't stop laughing when Manuel and Delta said that guy is so arrogant that he's not gonna sleep at night until he feels as though he is right.
Perhaps if you presented fact-based arguments instead of brainless drivel and lunatic conspiracy theories, I would not appear so arrogant when responding to your videos. We'll explain more about that later. But what do I think of Delta and Manuel? I always thought Delta was an idiot, but I did not think that about Manuel in the beginning. I used to be on good terms with him. When he started, he was a leftist whose popularity was growing rapidly. Unfortunately, he then decided to become a troll. He trolled all his friends, his subscriber base stagnated, and he destroyed his old reputation. After he had done all that, he decided that he wanted to be a Marxist again. So I started getting these type of comments on my videos. I easily saw it for what it was, an attempt to kiss up. He was basically begging to be accepted by leftists again. Naturally, I told him to get lost. I wanted nothing to do with him. As a democratic socialist, I can confirm to you that Pinochet supporters like Manuel are not Marxists, but are on the ultra-right. Manuel gets upset when I point his comments out to other leftists, but he has no right to complain. He made these comments himself, so he has to live with them. I warn those watching, don't be fooled by Manuel's new political alignment. He is as right-wing as he was when he made these comments. But let's move on.
They use all this like Soviet propaganda about how like Pinochet used like dogs and rats to rape people. How
Actually, that was confirmed by eyewitnesses and several commissions into the human rights abuses committed by the Pinochet regime.
It was a house of some missionaries, and they shot the maid dead, and I was taken prisoner. I was blindfolded, they struck my face, and then I was taken and told to strip naked, and I was tied to a bed, and I was given electric shocks to my naked body, and then they put them in my vagina, and it was all hideously unpleasant.
So I was desperate not to endanger the lives of the priests who I've been helping, because they're Chileans and they don't have the same sort of protection that I have.
What was it exactly they were trying to find out from you?
It was two things. They wanted to know where I had treated this man who was the second head of the leftist movement, the mayor. But they thought that I knew where the head was. They were completely mistaken because I didn't know, but they were convinced that I did.
Doctor, how was the electric torture administered, Doctor? In what way?
I think I'd rather not go into details about that. I don't think it's necessary. It was a painful electric torture.
The torture was repeated on several occasions, was it?
On 3 separate occasions I was given electrical shocks, yes.
That was a very average deal compared with what happened to a lot of the Chileans. I mean, I was in jail with about 80 other women, and we had a lot of time to talk, and people were raped. There was one woman who was kept in a cage for weeks and weeks, sort of completely screwed up. There was one woman raped by dogs, had rats put in her vagina. It was absolutely bestial, a lot of the treatment.
Vladivostok is a brain-dead conspiracy theorist who thinks anything that contradicts his brain-dead views is a communist conspiracy. They then have this joke of a debate about whether or not Hitler was a socialist. That debate just demonstrated their ignorance. They don't even know what socialism is. Just listen to this idiotic comment.
Where citizens gather together and vote on economic policy, like many ANCOMs want. That would be socialist in an aspect, but if there's still private property and the community just regulates private property, that could be arguably a socialistic economy. It's just very vague.
That is not socialism, you moron. That is regulated capitalism, where the means of production are privately owned. See, these people basically spend their time talking about topics they know nothing about. It's sad. Let me explain a few things in a simple manner. Nazi Germany, the means of production were privately owned. In the Soviet Union, the means of production were in public ownership. In Nazi Germany, they privatized industries. In socialist countries, they collectivized industries. This is also true of democratic socialists like Clement Attlee in Britain, Michael Savage in New Zealand, and the leaders of the Norwegian Labour Party. One of the people in the hangout, Soldier of 7, once tried to dismiss the privatization that occurred in both Nazi Germany and Fascist Italy with this ridiculous line. Being pro-privatization does make you a capitalist. Thatcher said as much. I'm not comparing Hitler to Thatcher here. I'm just saying that she said something stupid. But not as stupid as the people I have just responded to. Now, I bet these people not only respond to me, but they will attempt to engage in the despicable tactics of the past, creating stock accounts, stock dropping, Facebook pages dedicated to me, etc. That is really all they have. Before I go, I want to make something clear. If you are blocked from my channel, don't try to contact me through other means. One of the members of the podcast I just responded to tried to do this today. He tried to contact me through Twitter. If you are blocked, it means that I can't stand you and do not wish to communicate with you. You have shown yourselves to be too immature for adult debate.